Hey guys, it's Spaces Sims, and we are back with more My Next Life as a Villainess, continuing Nichols' route, just getting into Chapter 5. Well, we just hit the last part somewhere, but anyway. And now, maybe we might be haunted by that dream again, who knows? I can't sleep, or not because she can't sleep, but I've been lying in bed for 30 minutes already, but I just cannot sleep. Me, every time I try to go to bed on a Sunday, knowing I gotta get up to work on Monday, or I took a couple days off work this week because I need to use my fucking vacation time, and God, it's been nice. But I got a call at 7 a.m. tomorrow. I gotta get up at 6:45, literally roll out of bed, pee, throw clothes on, log on to work. It's the nice part about working from home. And otherwise, what the fuck? I'd have to get up at the ass crack of dawn. No, fuck that shit. And it's literally all morning call till noon, so it's fucking boring. But so I have to go to bed early, and I will do the same thing, laying there wide awake till 2 in the morning. But that's my own fault, because I do this on weekends. It's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm awake, I guess I'll go to bed. And so then when it's Sunday and I gotta go to bed at 9 or 10, I'm like, nope, can't do this, can't sleep. Body is for 2 days we have been up till 1. We will be up till 1 o'clock in the morning now, and you will suffer. It's gonna be my life. Literally tonight. Anyway. Normally I would be out like a light, but tonight I'm not even sleepy. Actually, right now I'm kind of sleepy. I was just I could take a nap right now. Damn. I toss and turn and toss, and then I hear the faint creak of the door. Sophia enters quietly, plopping down on her bed with a sigh. She looks stressed, so I get up. What's the matter, Sophia? Lady Katerina, did I wake you? No, I can't fall asleep. It's rare to see you up this late. Were you talking with Nickel? Oh, yes. Sophia seems bummed. She comes to sit on the corner of my bed, shoulders slumped. My apologies, Lady Katerina. My brother is far more stubborn than I thought. You've been bothered lately by my brother's attitude, right? She saw right through me. I thought I was hiding it pretty well, but I guess not. Granted, half of my stress is from all these nightmares. Oh, well, half no, half yes? Did I do something to offend Lord Nickel? Sophia, his little sister, might know something. I muster the courage to ask, but she shakes her head. No, you did nothing wrong, Lady Katerina. Honestly, it's all in my brother's head. Are you sure? It's not because I ate something Lord Nickel was looking forward to? Not at all. My brother is just overthinking things and acting strange because of it. Please cheer up, Lady Katerina. I'm certain my brother will come around. Sophia grips my hand tight and smiles. It'll be all right. No matter what happens, I support both you and my brother. Oh, thank you. I'm not entirely sure what she means, but I guess Sophia wants us to get along. But, I see. It isn't that Nickel is mad. That was my biggest concern, so having Sophia tell me that's not the case makes me feel better. But I'm still kind of scared to go to sleep and see that nightmare. Because of Sophia's reassuring words, my eyelids feel heavy as I lay back down. And finally, I fall asleep. Oh, I'm in Atsu's room. Okay, but it's not dark and scary, though. I used to get excited to see this room in dreams, since I could obtain more information. But recently, I'm on alert. Which is it? Which one is it? Alright, let's load it up. Atsu's voice fills me with relief. Woohoo! Thank goodness. It's a fan-disc dream. I'm safe from spooky Katerina for tonight. Maybe it was thanks to the talk I had with Sophia and relaxing before falling asleep. However, I'm stuck as Atsu in this dream, so I'm unable to move freely. Atsu loads her data from the save screen. I glance at the magazine on the table. Oh, that's the magazine with info on the fan disc. I need to gather as much information as I can from this and Atsu's playing. I scour the open page. However, all I can find is Silva's standing art. No pictures show any other romanceable characters. Maybe Silva really is the only new character on the fan disc. Just as I think that, Atsu's save loads and Maria appears on the screen. The ghost of a witch? Oh. Saw her in the beginning. That explains the creepy lady. Because I was like, oh, she's a witch. She's the ghost of a witch. Is she haunting our dreams? As, like, and that's why it's the amber eyes or whatever. And she's not really Katarina, but she's like haunting our dreams and it's manifesting as us thinking Game Katarina's mad at us or some shit. You know what I mean? Aw, Maria's adorable, even in the game. She's a classic Otome heroine, after all. Yeah, see? She's adorable. And everyone's like, she's so beautiful. No, she's adorable. And sometimes I don't want to be cutesy adorable. You know? I smile at the Maria on screen when another sprite appears. It's Nickel. Maybe she's on Nickel's route? I listen carefully, trying to take in every word. They're discussing the Blanc Sea. Perfect timing. It seems there's a rumor about this. The Blanc Sea's fog is a curse from a witch who was betrayed by her lover. For the last 1,000 years, this area has been covered in a deep fog. I see. I had no idea there was such a story. Supposedly, the witch's eyes held her power. The weird thing is if you were playing this Otome game as Maria, Maria wouldn't be on screen. Because you'd be playing her. So you wouldn't see her. So I'm just saying. Bad job, game. There's no way to, like, not do, you know what I mean? Like, they kind of had to, like, because otherwise you'd be like Nickel and then Maria and you wouldn't see her sprite and it would feel weird, even though you know logically that makes sense. So like, this feels weird, even though logically it makes sense for us as the player to see the two characters, even though we're supposed to be Maria in the game. We're Katarina in Atsu's brain playing a game where she's Maria, so we wouldn't see Maria's sprite on the screen, but we have to see it because otherwise it feels weird. There's a lot of layers of weirdness here, but anyway. Anyway, suppose the witch's eyes held her power. I don't know if I read that, but anyway, that's what it said. But I'm not sure storing magic in one's eyes is really possible. In all likelihood, it's just a fairy tale. Maybe that's why Sylva's eyes turn purple. You're really so serious, Lord Nickel. But 1,000 years ago, there could have been someone with such special powers. I think that's more romantic. Maria, of course. That side of you is what I always... As I continue to watch the game, I suddenly start to feel funny. At first I thought it was just not wanting to see spoilers since I haven't played Nickel's route, but also... I don't want you to talk to her. I don't want to see you have fun with her. Exactly. That's what it is. Hey, wait, no, it isn't. That's not what I'm thinking at all. I'm fine with that. I am not his little sister Sophia. It'd be weird for me to want Nickel to myself. Nickel is just a friend, and I've never got to clear his route, so I should feel lucky just to see a glimpse of it. It's like her jealousy rearing up, like this is how she's gonna realize her feelings for Nickel. I like the fact that they do it kind of differently. You know what I mean? That it's like she's got this voice in her head and she's like, what? No! Wait. Oh, you know, like kind of interesting little twist. But it is also interesting because like Maria's block in Nickel's route is Sophia. So it's like Sophia doesn't want Nickel taken away from her and doesn't want Maria. But like, that's not the way Sophia... I mean, I guess, yeah, the game versions are different, but it's just so weird to think of Sophia being like mad and not liking Maria and not wanting her brother taken away. You know what I mean? But again, that's also part of Katarina changes everyone's opinion. She changes everyone's opinion of her just by acting differently than Game Katarina, but also changes who they are by just treating them differently and like, you know, being nice to everyone and like, you know? So what was that voice? It wasn't Atsu's voice, not mine either, but it resounds through my thoughts. But it shouldn't. I don't think that way. Lies. You can't even speak to him. Huh? Angry Katarina. An impossible feeling sends chills down my spine. It's kind of funny because it's the witch. Probably. Like, so it has something to do with the witch. The spooky lady we saw in the thing. But I'm wondering if it's the witch manifesting in our mind, and we're in the dream seeing evil Katarina and thinking that, oh, that's what it is, but it's just the witch kind of in our mind, reading the thoughts and feelings. So these are legit. I think these feelings, like, I don't feel that way. Yeah, you do. Deep down inside, you're a little jealous, but you don't realize it yet because you don't know that you have feelings for Nickel. And yes, you would be like him. If all of a sudden he was hooking up with Maria, you'd be like, oh, I'm happy for them. It hurts. I hate it. But you wouldn't do anything like evil Katarina to get in the way, right? You would be like, oh, ouch. Like, Nickel's like, I have these feelings for her. I need to avoid her. I hate the fact that she's with Jordo, but, like, I'm not going to do anything because they're my friends and, whatever. So she'd be the same way. So these thoughts of, like, I don't want to see them together is valid. It's true. But she's not going to act on them and do anything evil. So I'm wondering if those thoughts and that inner turmoil deep down inside in the dark recesses that she hasn't even accessed or it doesn't realize it is there, somehow the witch is, like, pulling out, and, like, and she, in a way, like, us Katarina is manifesting that as evil Katarina in our mind, but it's the witch. You know what I mean? Like, are we under a spell that belongs? Like, something, it has something to do with the witch, anyway. Or, like, you know what I mean? Because we're bringing it up. So now there's a witch and evil Katarina somehow in a dream trying to, but I feel like that's tied together now. So, okay, that makes a little more sense. But it's like, it's another added little plot layer that it's like, did we need that though? But, like, maybe, I don't know. I mean, there's only so far figuring out Ryle's whole plot line. Like, you figured it out, and then we did it again. And then if we do it again, and you're like, yeah, it's played out, we get it. So, like, they gotta add something else, but they're still set trying to do evil shit that we haven't really focused on. It's just kind of been like yeah, actually, but at the end of Keith's route, he kind of showed up and then, okay, whatever. But we never really delve into too much of what's going on with that. So, like, I mean, I guess it's simple. He wants Maria, common route end. Okay. We're not gonna get anything else about that, but now we added a witch. So it's a little... I'm not complaining. I mean, so far everything's fine, but it's just weird that we keep adding these new plot layers. We're like, okay, all right, sure. I mean, again, I get it, because doing the Ryle thing over and over and over is going to be like, yeah, we've done this. Like, we did it in Keith's route, and then we did it in Alan's route, and nothing really different changed too much except for Liliana. You know what I mean? Adding her in. Okay. But, like, we gotta add something else here, so. An impossible feeling sends a chill down my spine. But I just, like, now a magic witch. Okay? We have magic, so that's not the part. It's like, whole other thing. Sure, I am feeling down about not being able to talk to Nickel, but I never felt like I wanted him to myself. Seeing him with Sophia makes my heart warm. Even when he talks with Maria, I'm happy to see them bond. Or it should. I feel something dark forming inside of me. I knew it. You betrayed me. Huh? The voice falls from my own lips. I gasped, covering my mouth with my hand. It wasn't Atsu's voice, but they weren't my words. I turned to the mirror in Atsu's room, but Atsu no longer stands there. The villainess, Katarina Clay, stares back at me from inside the mirror, but her eyes are the wrong color. So see, this is like, it's like the witch somehow in our head. Like, but is the witch, like, pretending to be fake Katarina, or we're, like, the witch got in our brain somehow, and we're seeing fake Katarina because because, like, if the witch caused the fog because of something to do with romance or lost lover or whatever, you would think that, okay, she's cursing the sea or whatever so that you something you and your feelings. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we got afflicted by her spell or curse and the dark feelings we have. Like, we love Nickel, so it's kind of coming out as evil Katarina in our mind. You know what I mean? It'd be like the witch cursing the sea. You kind of get what I'm saying without me being clear at all? Like, I know what I'm thinking, but my brain can't, like, formulate the explaining. I can't explain it. You know what I mean? Anyway. Villainous okay, no, we got that. She has piercing amber eyes, which are probably the witch's eyes if we see her. Who is that? I hate you. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. Her body slowly sways. I float closer to the mirror. I'm sad. So sad. So sad. So lonely. Why can't I see you? Why won't you call for me? Do you want her instead? This sounds like maybe the witch, remember? Because what did Maria actually say about in the game? Cursing the witch's eyes held her power. A witch who was betrayed by her lover. Okay. So yeah, alright. So the witch was betrayed by her lover. So all of this is words that the witch is probably feeling and thinking. But somehow, maybe us seeing her on the deck, we're resonating with her power. Like somehow it's in our head. We're cursed by her spell. Whatever. However. So we're seeing wrong Katarina, evil Katarina, but it's really the witch. This is all the witch's thoughts, but it's resonating with us because we have feelings for Nickel, but she doesn't realize it. So, like, you know what I mean? There's an overlapping. Okay. I think I kind of sort of see maybe where they're going with this. Anyway. Why can't I see you? Why won't you call for me? Do you want her instead? Ugh. Damn you. Because, like, we're echoing her feelings in a way, but we just don't realize it. Another nightmare. It was as though my heart was being squeezed by hands of ice. This feeling echoes in my chest. I wipe the sweat off my forehead and look around. We're in chapter 5, and aren't there like 7 chapters? Sophia snoring. Maria. Katerina, I love you. Oh, that was Maria. Never mind. I got them mixed up. Maria and Mary always mix me up when I just, like, I don't know why. The sound of their peaceful snores brings me calm. So glad I share a room with them. If I had seen a nightmare like that alone, I think I would have ended up really depressed and fallen to the dark side. But it was just a dream, right? I put my hand over my chest as though trying to confirm my own feelings. Although it was a shock to hear that Nickel is avoiding me, Sophia did tell me not to worry about it. Besides, I would never feel a gripping jealousy like the amber-eyed Katerina. But the me in the dream was suffering. I never felt these emotions before, yet it was as if they were my own. It scares me. I don't want to see that dream anymore. I can't stay in bed. Unable to sleep, I decide to go to the living room to get my mind off things. But given the early hour, no one else is there. I wonder if Keith is awake. I want my adorable little brother to comfort me at times like this. Gonna get Nickel. I try peering into the men's bedroom, but all I can hear are snores. I don't want to wake him. Never mind. Trying not to make any noise, I softly close the door and go sit alone on the sofa. Ugh, I'm so tired. The dream was too scary. If I were at home, I might have Anne pour me some tea. I would talk with her and forget my problems. But currently I'm a prisoner. I have no freedom to do things like that. All I can do is sit and hug my knees. I've never felt like this before. I have no idea what to do. The Katerina in my dream, Katerina in the game, might become a different kind of Katerina. That scares me more than any doom end. What if I fall to the dark side and become a real villainess? Will everyone hate me? It'll be okay. Don't worry. I'm probably just so hungry I'm spiraling. I look out the window for a change of scenery. I stand up to look out the window, but instead of flowing waves, all I see is fog. The dim scenery gives me the chills. Yeah, we're probably just in tune with the witch. Okay, so then the whole, like, question of, like, does, like, evil Katerina from the game try to take her body back or whatever? It's just, that's not at all. It's probably something to do with the witch, and we're just seeing evil Katerina because we love Nickel, and there's something about that that resonates with the witch, and she's, you know what I mean? Anyway. It seems there's a rumor about this. This Blunksey's fog is a curse from a witch who was betrayed by her lover. A witch's curse. Just then I hear the sound of the men's bedroom door opening. Keith, wake up! It's Nickel. I look over hopefully, but Keith is not the one standing there. It's Nickel. Oh, what? Shocking. And we get a CG and he looks like sad, but is more tired. It's so funny. It's funny that this is a CG, just out of nowhere. It's been a while since we've had one, though. Good morning, Lord Nickel. He looks so tired. I call out to him, but Nickel seems to be in a daze. Oh, Katerina. Oh, is he half asleep? Nickel's voice has a listless tone I've never heard from him before. I didn't know Nickel wasn't a morning person. His hair is still a mess, his eyelids droopy. Feels like he's still waking up. Lord Nickel, still early, so it should be okay for you to sleep some more. You opened the door earlier, didn't you? Thought something might have happened, so I came to check. I'm sorry I woke you. I just had a bit of a bad dream, and I didn't want to be alone. See. Nickel looks at me without averting his eyes. Like he's forgotten he's avoiding me. Oh, he put his hand on her head. Something touches my head, interrupting my thoughts. Nickel's hand. Oh, look at his little super tired little smirk, little grin. Aw. Everything will be fine. He strokes my hair the way one might pet a dog. I don't think he's really aware of what he's doing. Hey, half asleep Nickel works for us. It's a side of Nickel I've never seen before. My eyes grow wide and he smiles at me. Dream is but a dream. There's no need to worry now. His eyes squint from his smile, sending forth a smoldering wave of devilish aura. And I faint into his arms. Huh? I wake to find myself on the sofa, tea placed on the table. What just happened? Nickel came out in a daze and he patted my head. Oh my god, she passed out, didn't she? I look up and my eyes meet Nickel's. He peers at me worriedly. Did you pour me this tea, Lord Nickel? Nickel tenses at the question, shifting his eyes away again. He really is avoiding me. Guess he's returned to usual now that he's fully awake. My heart squeezes painfully as I stare down into my cup. The eyes that stare back are the usual blue, but somehow I fear they might suddenly turn amber. It's so funny, though, seeing her in the dream with the amber eyes, because it feels so fucking wrong. Because we're just used to seeing the blue eyes, and it's like, wow, that's so wrong. I wonder if I've subconsciously become like the Katerina from my dreams. And it's caused me to trouble Lord Nickel. But even sitting here alone with Nickel, I don't feel the sort of possessive jealousy that I felt in the dream. I feel sad sitting so awkwardly with a friend. But nothing like anger or envy toward him. That's relieving. Right, those aren't my thoughts. As he said, it was just a dream. Knowing that makes me relax. Katerina, I want to apologize for earlier. I was not yet properly awake. For seeing a nightmare, a warm drink is said to put your mind at ease, so rest well, okay? Nickel did pour this tea for me. It's good tea. I feel better. I feel like I feel better because I feel better, thanks. Then, oh, the tea's good. That's a nice compliment. Oh, thanks for the tea. It's really good. You brewed a nice cup of tea. But, I feel better is more like, you really reassured me. It's a little bit more complimentary than good tea. But, yeah. Nickel must have gone out of his way to request this from the guard outside. I take a sip, and the relaxing warmth spreads through my body. Oh, okay, and it's good tea is then the guard made it. Oh, or one of the pirates. Alright, I was thinking that we probably had, the ability to brew tea here, you know what I mean? We don't have microwaves, but, I just figured, somehow we can brew our own tea. Might have snacks. I take a sip, and the relaxing warmth spreads through my body. Thank you. I do feel a little better. Good. Then, apologies, but I'm gonna return to the bedroom. Please rest well. He speaks curtly before scurrying off to the bedroom, but his consideration lingers in the warmth of the tea. I'm no longer afraid of being alone. Yeah, he scampers away because at first he came out probably thinking it might have been Sophia. I return to the bedroom and collapse under the bed, covering my face with my hands. The reason's obvious. I think I'd pet Katerina's head while half asleep. Never been good with mornings. So much on my mind lately, I've hardly been able to sleep. Now look what I've done because of that. But it was only a dream. Dreamt I found Katerina looking glum and thought I could comfort her, at least in my dreams. Her hair felt so real under my palm, it snapped me to my senses. And before I knew it, I found Katerina frozen and bright red before me. It was no dream. I really did that in my daze. Now you understand? He was dazed and he petrificus totalis. Like, Jesus Christ, sir, you gotta be careful with those Harry Potter spells. And though I vowed I would avoid her, it's very unlike Katerina to be awake so early. Must have been a very scary nightmare. Maybe it was for the best that I didn't avoid her. Only, wish I was a little more alert. If I had been, I would have woken Jordo and sent him her way. Or perhaps I did want to talk to her subconsciously. Of course you do. Of course I did. That's why I vowed to control myself. Like, of course you did. Of course I did. Every once in a while, they listen to me when I talk. Nobody at work does, but that's why I vowed to control myself. I want to lament my lack of self-control. But pathetically, I feel so happy now to have been able to chat with her, only for that short time. Aww. After a while, everyone else gradually wakes and comes out to the living room. Everything is much livelier. Lady Katerina, would it be alright if I brushed your hair? Oh, fuck yeah, having someone brush your hair is nice. Oh, you wouldn't mind? Thank you. I'm not very good at it. That's unfair, Lady Mary. Lady Katerina, please allow me to brush it too. Oh, fuck yeah. Like, okay, you brush it first, and then you brush it second. We can go around. If you don't mind, I'd like to help as well. The girls gather around to do my hair. I'm just saying, people playing with your hair is nice. Unless you have weird touch aversions. Like, you know what I mean? But, like, and I guess it depends on who it is, but, like, just having your hair brushed and playing is nice. Anne always does my hair, so I was struggling with it alone. When I do it myself, I always struggle to fix the bed hair, but since everyone's so skilled, my hair soon turns out wonderful. And so our morning passes uneventfully. Eventually, Silva arrives with breakfast. Oh! Food and a hot man. A hot man bringing us food. I'm just saying, this is like right up her alley. Hey, and a good night rest. Pirate is asking us that. I would sleep wonderfully if your ilk left the ship. If you're making snide remarks, you're doing well enough. Silva shouts an order to the pirates, and they swiftly line up the dishes. Breakfast looks as mouth-watering as ever. What a smell! The secret to staying healthy and strong is definitely a hearty breakfast. I'm ready to eat a lot. The amount of people on this ship, and the fact that then you're, like, dishing out, like, it's good. That's all your pirates are doing, is bringing food to people. I'm just saying the logistics of this is a little bonkers. Thank you for the food! As soon as we sit down at the table, I get straight down to business. This piping hot bread. It's just so good. Freshly baked bread is the best. Sister, if you eat quickly, you're gonna end up choking. But I'm truly relieved to see Lady Katerina with a smile again. Agreed. Lady Katerina, this bacon over here is delicious too. Oh, you're right. So good. We continue to eat in good cheer. Good food and good friends. Those are all I ever need to brighten my spirits. Everything will be okay. I won't turn into that spooky Katerina. I promise to myself as I continue to eat. Eventually, the plates are emptied and our stomachs are filled. That was good. As I pat my belly with satisfaction, I notice Silva nonchalantly observing us. Hey, come to think of it, I never heard what became of my letter. It's also funny that like the pirate captain's like just chilling out here with you guys, watching you eat. Wondering if Rozzy ever received it, I approached Silva. Silva? Sister, have you forgotten to be on your guard around him? Katerina, what are you intending to ask him? Everyone eyes Silva suspiciously as they move between him and me. I feel like this is all more worry than it's worth. Wow. Well, I haven't heard anything from Rozzy. Silva, you did give him the letter, right? I sure did. I always keep my promises. I appreciate it, but Rozzy still hasn't responded. That he has not. But nevertheless, I did my part. Is that so? Huh? What's he thinking? I tilt my head. Nickel looks at me and takes a step back before speaking. All he promised was to deliver the letter. I suppose that means he wasn't guaranteeing a response. That's just how it is. What? Really? I mean, that's the thing. He said, I'll deliver it. Silva can't force Rozzy to respond. See, pirates just aren't the giving types, you know. What? And if I want a response, I have to write him another letter? Oh, if I had known, I would have included please respond. But writing another letter is no easy task. I was up all night writing that one. Would I ever fill up a second? Another one. Yo! The fuck, bro? Respond to my first letter, bitch! Please. Thanks. Love you, bye. XOXO. But I want to know what's on Rozzy's mind. Then would you be willing to let me talk to Rozzy? Talk with Rozzy? Sure, why not? I'm not about to stop him if he wants to come. Really? Then... But that's not a guarantee that he will. What do you mean? I've never forbidden him from coming here in the first place, you know. I brought your letter to him, but he never gave me one for you, and he hasn't visited either. If he had something to say, he would have done so already. What? Then does Rozzy not want to talk to me? Kind of shocking to hear that. Silva laughs harshly. It's kind of funny because, like, we're spending so much time on Rozzy, like, pining over him not responding to us, and it's like, we're not in his route, but, like, the game is, like, psyching you up for it already. Jesus. Well, for the right price, I suppose I could think of a way to coax him over here. Again with this. Can't get enough of this side of you. Sheesh, noblemen must be utterly exhausted always stressing over the tiniest details. And that's exactly why he's also... Whoa! Right there. Noblemen must be utterly exhausted always stressing over the tiniest details. That's exactly why he's also... I don't think he's saying he as in Nickel, because he'd be like, Rozzy. That goes right back. Like, listen, I don't... The doctor or the nurse would have been like, yeah, you guy. And you were like, they were going to call him a lord, aren't they? And then Silva just saying, that's why he's always... And then he gets interrupted. And, like... I told you Rozzy's a wealthy man. He probably fucking owns this ship. Anyway. Whoa. Okay, yeah. Without warning, an ear-shattering boom rings through the room. The boat shakes, and I rush to grab onto the sofa. Symbol. I was reading Silva and stumbles. Symbols. Okay. Silva stumbles, and then, looking stern, kicks the door open. What happened? We don't know the details. There was an explosion on the starboard side near the aft. Starboard aft? Did they get out? Get out? Shh. I'll handle it. I tell the men to stay back. Who had the explosives? Remember in the last route, it wasn't that long ago that I recorded it, I swear to God. It was like a week. But I can't remember. I know Ryle had the knockout poison, but did he also have the explodey juice? Because... Or then again, it could be... We know Liliana's on the boat, so it could be her. busting through doors. Because we used it to bust down the door to get in here to get our friends. Right? Didn't somebody use the explodey on the door? Oh, well, no, because Set and Frederick... Well, Frederick... They made Frederick the one trying to kidnap Maria or whatever. But... I still think he's working for... Anyway. So, it could be talking about Set and Frederick or Ryle and Maria. You know what I mean? Either one. Whatever. Probably one of them. Our other antagonist... Our real antagonists, basically. Yes, sir! Anyway. Something must have happened. I don't know what's going on, but this may be our chance. Right, we don't know everything, but the biggest threat among the pirates, Silva, will have his hands full for a while. No point trying to escape the ship, but we might be able to contact the outside and summon help. Further still, we have an opportunity to check on the well-being of the other passengers. Right. If we can locate the magic communication device this time, we should be able to resolve this. Let's hurry. Sister, you and the other ladies should remain here. Oh, no, we ain't. We're all going. No, I'll go with you. As will I! Right now, we all need to do our part. Let's split up and check on the other passengers. Smart, Maria. Yes, well said. Now how should we divide the group? Silva's gonna come back and everything's gonna be resolved by the time we fight over who wants to go with me. So the emergency transmitter's located somewhere on the bridge, right? I cannot be certain, but I believe so. Its exact location is unknown. But that said, Rozzy would know where it is. You could ask him. That's how we're gonna pair with Nickel, right? What? I didn't expect Nickel to mention Rozzy. Jordo and the others also look at Nickel with surprise. And do you think Rozzy would cooperate with us? If you consider how rushed Silva looked, this is likely something they didn't anticipate. They're in a state of emergency. If Katarina's safety is a priority to him, we may be able to secure his assistance. I see. I suppose that makes sense. Honestly, and Jordo, you can't go with me because you are the prince. You need to reassure the other passengers, as with Alan, the other prince. That leaves me and Nickel. Rozzy's a ship engineer. He'll know the ship's layout far better than us. His help may prove vital. Besides, he seemed to feel guilty for betraying Katarina's trust. That's likely the reason he's been avoiding coming. Not contact. I was going to say contact. What? Really? Yes. He simply didn't know how to face you. At least that's what I think. Nickel's like, I speak from experience. If that really is the case, he may cooperate if Katarina asks him personally. You're right. I only met him once, but he did seem to have an interest in Sister. Everyone else here, you sons of bitches. Under his breath, in his mind. That is true. I also felt a sense of attachment from him. I would know. Again, everybody knows because everybody feels it. I understand the situation now. I suppose this chaos may well prove to be a blessing. Right. And then let's prioritize finding Rozzy and sending out a call for help. If we're able, we can try to check on the other nobles. But we lack information on where they're being held and have no means of escape, even if we could free them. I have a point. There may also be people injured from this explosion. Let's split up and go and get to work. We'll split into 2 groups. Who's gonna search for Rozzy? Katarina's a given, of course. Yeah, I'm definitely going. If we're going to contact Rozzy, he's likely in the bridge area, near the port aft. That's near the explosion. You guys on Maria? You know! I'll go with Katarina. Nickel, you too. But considering you're the only one with a connection to Rozzy besides Katarina, Nickel, it's best you come with us. Your familiarity will allow you to notice things we might otherwise look over. Please come with us. Okay, I understand. See you hanging out with your friend. Now he's gonna get all jealous. He's gonna have the witch in his brain. And so the 3 of us head out to search. There's only 1 guard outside, and Jordo knocks him unconscious with ease. He's unexpectedly swift for a prince. And then the rest of us will work together to check on the other passengers. Thank you. If there are any injured, please take care of them, Maria. Right. Then let us be off. Prince Jordo, brother, please take care of Lady Katerina. Right. Of course. Jordo's like, fucking yeah, it's my fiance and I'm a prince. Kind of a failure on my part if I let her get injured. We all split up. I accompanied Jordo and Nickel to the bridge. Our goal, to find the magic emergency transmitter. And to talk with Rozzy. Phew, we've made it this far without running across any pirates. Right. All Nickel can say. Nickel concealed our presence with his wind magic, so we were able to hide. Finally, we've arrived at this hallway. We were almost caught a few times. Fortunately, the pirates seem to be so distracted by the explosion that they have little time to focus on anything else. Just 3 people. Casually walking down the hallway. It's like the scene in Emperor's New Groove where, like, Kronk is trying to dump Kuzco's body. And he's just like, ta-da! With the bag, and he's got his own theme song, and people, like, he's, like, hiding up against a wall in plain fucking sight as people walk by, and they're, like, just hurrying by because he's acting weird. It's just that. Anytime there was a scene when everyone's like, we're sneaking by, and it's like, you're obvious sneaking by. That's all I can think of in my fucking head. That movie lives rent-free in my brain. Anyway, I hope everyone's okay. Like Kuzco narrating it, like, oh my god, he's got his own theme song because he's like, da-da, 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 da-da. He's like singing, like humming a little theme song as he goes. Oh, it's so fucking ridiculous. Everything about that movie is ridiculous, but it's genius. Anyway, I can't help but worry how the others are doing, or if anyone's been hurt in all the chaos. Numerous Sorcy and Quid nobles are on board. What's the matter? Simmer down. If we can't get everyone away from the pirates and home safely, it's a bad end. Very chatterboxy. To prevent that, I must convince Rozzy. Just what are the wise pirates planning? What's gonna happen to us? What are you doing? You're so cute. Who's saying, could it possibly be? Prince Jordo, is that you? Huh? Oh, these 2 fucks. So it was them. A voice calls out from behind us. We turn to find Set and Frederick. It's about time Set showed back up to be a villain. He's barely been a villain. He's not a very good villain. We had to focus on Ryle's plan for a little while. Now we can focus on these bitches. The last time I saw them was the party on our first day. Lord Norden, Sir Frederick, why are you here? I'm glad you're safe. In truth, I was searching for you. Searching for you? Where's the girl with the white magic? Set approaches us, looking relieved. But Frederick's sword is stained in red. Could that be blood? I gulp. Set glances at Frederick and waves his hand. In response, Frederick sheaths his sword. But I know full well what I saw. Could that be pirate blood? Regardless, it's an ominous sight. A sharp chill runs down my spine. Pretended sauce. Grab Nickel's clothes, I'm assuming is the right one because, yeah, okay. Pretended sauce. Oh my god, girl, come on. In my panic, I reach out and grab hold of Nickel's jacket. He moves a step over to shield me from Frederick. Katerina, are you alright? Yeah, I think so. What are you doing here? The pirates took me captive, but I managed to escape. Truly a trying matter. I was left with no other choice but to use methods I had not intended on using. Hadn't intended on using? You don't mean the explosion was your doing. Indeed it was. How truly wonderful Quidian technology is. Thanks to that, I was able to rid us of a few pirates. What? He blew up his own ship? I mean... I can't picture this harmless-looking grandpa doing something like this. My eyes are as wide as plates. You bombed the ship. I had no other choice, but rest assured I will not delay our voyage. So you conveniently had explosives ready. Jordan was like, this sus as fuck. I anticipated something might happen, so I brought a few chemicals with me. He anticipated this?
But that's of no importance. We best go before the pirates find us. My room has a magical device we can use to signal for help.
Really? That's amazing. I guess he is the premier of the innovative kingdom of Quid for a reason. His preparations are perfect.
In your room, you say? Why, yes. I've even prepared a small boat for escape. Let us go together. Where's the girl with the white magic, though?
I see. You have impressive preparations.
It's always wise to be cautious. These wise pirates have proven themselves a thorn in our side for some time now.
That's true. He's probably the one with the merchant ships or whatever. Didn't we figure that out?
More importantly, where's the light magic user? She's a friend of yours, correct? Let's find her and make our escape.
Ah, there it is. There it is. Okay, I was like, he's not just going to take us. Just Maria? But Sophia and Mary are our friends too.
I'm afraid we cannot abandon our countrymen in a time of need. I appreciate your offer, but we'll have to refrain.
Yes, I agree. Thank you, but we'll leave the SOS call to you. There are matters to which we must yet attend. Both Jordo and Nickel bow to Set and prepare to return to our search for Rosie. But Frederick blocks our way.
Sir Frederick, please get out of our way. I'm afraid not. Surely someone else can be entrusted with the people's safety. We will make our escape here. You're the crown prince, but more than that, you're young and have great potential. To lose you here would be far too tragic.
I mean, I could get behind him saying that. Okay, you're like, okay, that's not totally shady. But like, let's go find Maria!
We must consider the worst possibility. Come now, let us depart together.
I appreciate the sentiment, but I can handle myself. I'll be fine.
Right. Even worst case, we still have magic. Nothing like the overconfidence of youth. You are still children. Let the adults handle this situation.
Perhaps things are different in Quid, but in Sorcier we're already of age. You don't need to worry over us.
That may be so, but the culture of Quid very much considers those of your age to be children. I cannot help but worry. Frederick is a skilled warrior. Come now, we'll be safe with him.
His smile sends ice through my veins. I do not trust him. Every hair on my body tells me he's dangerous. Nickel and Jordo both position themselves between us.
Katerina, stand back. What has you so on guard? There's no need to be afraid. I promise it'll be fine. I promise it'll be fine.
Yeah, right. No, there is a need. That is such a villainous smile.
Very well, then. This is for everyone's sake. Frederick?
We step back, but Frederick is faster.
Ah! You, come with me.
He charges past Jordo and Nickel, coming straight for me. His arm stretches toward me, just inches away, and then... Katerina! This way! I'm assuming it's Rosie. Huh?
Katerina!
I would assume it's Rosie. Someone pulls me from behind. I almost lose my balance as I turn around. Someone unexpected is there. Yeah. Well, was it gonna be Ryle or Liliana? We never met Liliana this time, you know what I mean?
Shh! Don't worry. This is just a smokescreen.
Hey, Katerina, are you okay? Hey, you're... Jordo and Nickel appear from the smoke. Rosie looks at them and nods.
I know you got no reason to believe me, but I've come to save you.
I mean, I'm gonna take my chance. First of all, I love Rosie. Second of all, I absolutely would take my chances with Rosie over Frederick right now. I mean, Jesus. I would also, I'm sorry, I'm pretty sure these two chuckle fucks can also agree. Even right now, Silva is a better option than Frederick. Okay. You know?
We'll talk more later. Hurry, this way.
Got it. Under the smokescreen's cover, we manage to evade Set and Frederick. Eventually, we arrive on deck. However, the wind's strong and the sky is dark. It's an ill omen in our current situation. I even hear lightning.
Oh no, the storm's coming. But it's too dangerous to head back inside. What do we do?
Why don't you tell us? What were you doing there, Rosie? We searched all around the bridge for you. No, we didn't. We never even made it to the bridge. Okay, well, whatever.
Oh, well, in truth, I just happened to pass by.
They're both like, bullshit.
I guess you wouldn't believe me. Sorry.
Wait, it wasn't a coincidence? Then what were you doing there?
Sorry, I can't tell you. I'm really sorry. All this happened to you, and I was never able to respond to the letter you wrote me either.
Stop making me. We're supposed to be in Nickel's route, and I love you so much. You were stealing the show just by being here and being adorable. Well, I don't really mind that. I'm just glad you got my letter. Well, Silva did say he delivered it. But it feels different hearing it from Rozzy. But why didn't he respond? Guilt? Shame? Confused, I turned to Rozzy, but he looks away.
I'm really sorry I didn't respond. I just didn't know how to face you.
Just as I thought. Nothing worth worrying over.
Well, you said we were friends, right? I was so happy to hear that, and yet I still betrayed your trust. And then, in your letter, you said it once more. That we're friends. I was so happy.
Yeah, you totally fell in love with me instantly. Like, Jesus Christ, she is magic. You don't have to have actual magic, girl. Everyone falls in love with you just from you being in the fucking vicinity. Frederick just can't handle that's why he's trying to stab you, because he's like, I'm in love with her, and wait a minute, I don't, no, wait. That's our magic. Making everyone fall in love with us. Literally the magic of every single Otome heroine, so.
Well, it made me feel even guiltier. I had no clue what I should say, and I was scared. I'm truly sorry.
Rozzy's eyes are glued to the floor, but his voice rings with clear sincerity. Rather, seeing my friend hurting like this makes me even more concerned for him. I was shocked you're with the pirates, but I have no doubt you have your reasons. Rozzy, I can tell you weren't a bad person. Even if you're a pirate, I still don't hate you. I believe in you. Well, obviously she put in her letter and should have.
Arena.
So if something's going on, I want you to tell me. We can help. I want him to open up to me, but just before I can tell him that, he can't tell us that he's a lord yet. We can't do that until his route.
And Katarina, watch out!
Suddenly, Nickel yanks me toward him. He launches a gust of wind as something comes flying. Huh? What was that? It sounded like a sword. Amidst the whirlwind of dust and debris, something shines. It's Frederick's sword. Lord Frederick? Why?
My lord commanded me to rescue you.
Somehow I don't think rescue is the right word. He has the look of a beast on the hunt for prey. As Frederick takes his sword and charges, Nickel fires out another wave of wind magic. He uses a wall of wind to repel Frederick.
What's the meaning of this?
You took the words from my mouth. What reason could you have for charging us with a sword? Were you not intending to help us? Jordo's face is like, were you not intending to help? But like he knows the answer. He's not even really questioning it. He is just being a dick right now, which is funny. Frederick looks at Rozzy and scoffs.
There's no point in playing dumb. That man is a pirate, as I'm talking with the demon of the fog. I do as my lord commands. We'll rid this vessel of every last pirate.
We aren't pirates. We're citizens of Sorcier. Will you lower your sword? You have no intention of fighting a soldier of Quid.
Then do as I say.
Come with me. I'm afraid we need to speak to him first. And besides, did we not clearly state our intention to save the other passengers?
You're too relaxed. There's nothing to talk about with pirates. Out of my way. I'll have that pirate's head. Shh.
I was like, are we getting a CG because it went white? Fuck yeah! Yeah! Nickel fighting with Frederick! Hell yeah! Nickel uses his magic to deflect the sword Frederick swings at Rozzy. Good. But Frederick is barely phased. In a moment, he finds his balance and is swinging again. I love it. Because it literally looks like Nickel's blocking it with his arm, but he's flinging his wind magic. But it's like he's got fucking metallic elbows, but... Lord Nickel!
And Katarina, stay back!
Why do we have to battle like this? I thought we were all in this together! We're prisoners in arms!
Jordo, take them and go! Understood. Katarina, Rozzy, this way! Not a chance!
Frederick swings his sword forcefully, trying to break Nickel's shield. Through the gap he makes, he throws his knife. Gonna hurt my baby.
You hurt my real baby!
When I said he's gonna hurt my baby, I was like, oh, because it's Nickel's route, but he hurt my actual one. Don't hurt my precious little cinnamon bun. How dare you? Frederick's knife speeds through the air, slicing Rozzie's arm. Okay, it's just his arm. It's okay. Crimson blood splatters, and Rozzie's face contorts in pain. Rozzie! I'm fine. It just grazed me. Rozzie holds the wound with one hand, stumbling back. Grabbing the handkerchief from my pocket, I rush to him. They're really making me, it's supposed to be Nickel's route, but I'm so, invested with Rozzie right now. Poor cardboard cutout boyfriend. Okay, he's been a lot better. I just like to rag on him a little. But you know what I mean? We've had our little touching moment. It's been sweet. And you're like, no. And then you put Rozzie in and it's like, who? Oh, right. We're on Nickel's route. Right. Whatever. But I'm so distracted by Rozzie. You can't do that. That's so unfair. Poor Nickel. He got the short end of the stick by having, Rozzie be a focus in his. You know what I mean? Silva's been in all of them. So it's he's a little distracting. But he doesn't take away enough. But, Rozzie's taken away from Nickel 100% right now. I can't help it. Is it just me? Does anyone else feel that way? You're way more invested in protecting Rozzie than Nickel? I forget whose route it is. He said the wound wasn't deep, but the bleeding won't stop. Soon my handkerchief is drenched in blood. I can't believe it reached you from that distance. Are you okay? Does it hurt? I'm fine. But who knows how long that magic will be able to last against his sword? I look over. Nickel is covered in sweat, giving all his focus on deflecting the sword. Every hit is faster. Every hit is harder. Frederick is slowly cornering him. This isn't good. Well, this is why they call him the Sword Guardian. Sword Guardian? Frederick's famous for his swordsmanship and quit. He's never lost a sword fight before. He'd never show mercy to a pirate. Thanks to Silva, the Weiss pirates have avoided casualties, but many have been injured. Wait, the Weiss have? Then that means other pirates... I can feel cold sweat on the back of my neck. This man is Rozzie's worst enemy. What should we do? We need to get Rozzie out of here somehow while Nickel still has him distracted. I look for a place to run, but all that's behind me are the crashing waves. The weather's getting worse by the moment. Cold winds blowing and storm clouds gather overhead. The waves are growing higher. Frederick is between us and the entrance. We would have to break past him to reach it, or else he'll just chase us around the deck. No matter what we do, we're in a dangerous bind. All of you stay where you are. You're not getting away. Nickel braces to strengthen his magic while Frederick readies his next strike. Just then...
Wait!
Set appears, utterly out of breath. The tension is obliterated. Lord Norden.
Why are you all running? I only wish to help you.
Frederick is attacking us with a sword. Why the fuck wouldn't we run? Is that what you truly want? Oh, if that's what you truly want, could you tell Sir Frederick to cease his assault? Set collects himself and stands up, facing Rozzie. His expression warps disturbingly.
You are the pirate who was talking with the demon of the fog. Who would have guessed one of our engineers was a traitor?
You don't even know that one of your engineers is actually a fucking nobleman, but whatever.
Frederick, kill him!
Yes, sir. Please wait, Lord Norden. We still have questions for him.
I cannot. Pirates are far too dangerous. Numerous Quidian commercial vessels have been attacked by the Weiss pirates. He's a dastardly villain. I ask you, please hand him over.
If we're talking about dastardly villains, then Frederick here is the obvious choice. Furthermore, you were meant to call for help, Lord Norden. Did we not just discuss this? Even if he is a villain, we have business with him. We can handle him later.
That I cannot do. I will not accept losing you all.
Just then, rain finally begins to fall. The winds blow fiercer than ever, and the waves become wild. It's too dangerous here. Let's get back inside.
Wait! I'm gonna chop him up and toss him overboard first.
Lord Nickel, Prince Jordo, please take Katarina and get inside. No! You have to come with us, Rozzy!
Forget me. Your safety is more important.
I'll never forget you, my love. Guess I'll have to marry Nickel now. Whatever.
Poor Nick.
It's not his fault they put Rozzy in here and make Rozzy so fucking charming and beautiful and, like, distracting, is all I'm saying. Once more, Nickel uses his magic to parry the blade aimed at Rozzy. Just then, the door slams open and familiar figures pour out. Pirates! Oh, no, our friends. Beanie Katarina, is that you?
Sister, why are you out here on deck?
Why the fuck are you out here on deck?
The waters are getting rougher. Hurry up!
Beanie Katarina!
Oh, isn't this a stroke of good luck? I have been searching all over for you, Miss Maria.
Oh, fuck. Huh? Seriously, what's up with that evil grin? As soon as he sees Maria, Set's eyes sparkle. I told you he's been trying to kidnap her. Oh, we should have stopped. God, we're over time. Well, we're at time. We'll just finish this scene up. It's fine.
Frederick, forget him. She's our priority. Capture Miss Maria.
Capture. Not rescue Miss Maria. At least if you threw rescue, you could pretend, but...
Yes, sir.
Maria! A declaration to capture Maria is as suspicious as they come. Before Frederick can act, I rush to protect her. I've almost reached her, but then... Ah! A huge wave rocks the ship. My feet slip from under me on the rain-drenched deck. Stupid lady shoes! Oh no. There's no time to even scream. No time to grab onto anything before I'm thrown from the ship. Well, that's a twist. My hands grasp open air. I can almost make out my friends' shocked faces in the distance as I slam into the icy ocean water. Or the witch is going to get us, it's fine.
Katarina!
Nickel rescues us. Look at that perfect timing! What a dramatic end to this part! Mysterious shadows. You know he jumped in after us or some shit. Come on. You know? But anyway, I'm going to wrap this up here and we're going to see what happens next time. So, I'll see you next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.